I started the trip in that would be June of 2010, and I covered 42 countries and roughly 55,000 kilometers. So yeah, that basically took me from Europe to Southeast Asia, and then I air freighted the bike to Brazil, and then drove north to Canada, and then shipped back to London and drove here.
Sean,
Hey,
welcome back to Budapest, my friend.
Hey.
Cheers. Thank you. Don't waste too much. Enough of the Formula One stuff.
In India, in Indonesia, in Iran, the driving is really bad and can be very scary. So maybe that was dangerous, but nothing bad happened there. I had a few mishaps, but they weren't related to the bike. I got mugged a few times, and but again, nothing too major. It wasn't too dangerous, no. Something I found really enjoyable was Indonesia, because there's a huge Vespa community there, and they build these modified Vespas, like crazy Vespas with look like tanks. Shoes. It's this huge modification culture, and there's 250 Vespa clubs in all of Indonesia. So everywhere I'd go in Indonesia, I'd be followed by these gangs of kids with Vespas, and it was just absolutely lovely. I had to replace everything.
The motor as well?
Yeah, the piston. I've been through 3 pistons, 2 crankshafts, every single bearing, seal, gasket, you name it, I've had to replace it. But that's all kind of part of the fun. I found Iran to be the most hospitable place I visited, and in that country it was very hard to even pay for my own gasoline. They would often refuse my money for gasoline. It's very, very hard to pay for things. So that was a lovely surprise. Yeah, I don't know. The Americas was great. I rode with my dad. My dad bought a Vespa. I rode with him for 2,000 kilometers in Canada and the States. So if my personality has changed, it's just that I've been forced to be a lot more relaxed, and I deal with problems a lot better. Well, I plan on sticking around here for 5 days and meeting all my friends, and all of my things are in Belgrade, because I moved there like 2 years ago before I did the trip. I'll be a while in Belgrade, and I'm thinking of trying to write a book. We'll see how that goes. It'll just be an experiment, basically. And also in April, I'm going to ride that bike back to Italy. The Piaggio Foundation has a museum, and they want the bike for their museum. And there's all these other Vespas there that have gone even further than mine. And so it would be a huge honor to leave it there. I think that would be a good home for it.